Okay, we're here. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Breaking news. I thought I'd go live with this. This news just came out a little while ago, just about 40 minutes ago, just a few minutes after the final bell rang today from GameStop. GameStop did a press release talking about raising some cash here the day after releasing financials. We know they're sitting on $4.7 billion in cash. We know that. They announced that yesterday. Now they are doing a fundraise. Here's the headline right here, announcing proposed private offering of $1.3 billion of convertible senior notes. Now, here's the kicker. They are adding a $200 million option to that. So it could be as much as $1.5 billion at this point in time, and it pays zero interest. They are issuing these convertible notes for zero interest. Who does that? Tell me another company that has only two analysts covering the stock. Wall Street completely ignores it. The analysts that cover the stock have an underperform rating on it. The company is supposed to go out of business, because it's like Blockbuster. How do you raise upwards of $1.5 billion in cash for zero interest? How do you do that? You take the dough, put it into treasuries, start hauling in 4 to 5% interest on the money, and you're making $65 million a year in interest, $75 million a year in interest on $1.5 billion for free. I like this game. Now, what is the purpose of this money? It is not to buy treasuries. They're going to buy crypto. They're picking up Bitcoin. This is the next move. Here's a photo that was issued here by Michael Saylor today. This one came out with the two of them. Welcome to Team Bitcoin, Ryan Cohen and GameStop. That was done today. So there's all kinds of buzz going on GameStop stock to a whole bunch of new people who've never followed the stock before or may never have owned it. Here is the first paragraph of this offering from Grapevine, Texas. GameStop Corp today announced it intends to offer, subject to market conditions and other factors, $1.3 billion aggregate principal amount of 0% convertible senior notes due 2030. In a private offering to persons reasonably believed to be qualified institutional buyers pursuant to Rule 144A under the Securities Act. GameStop also intends to grant the initial purchasers of the notes an option to purchase within 13 days, and including the date on which the notes are first issued, up to an additional $200 million of notes. And so I fully expect, they'll raise $1.5 billion gross, probably after commissions, 1.4 something billion. Add that to the 4.7 billion they've got, and what do you have? You have a company with 6.2 billion in cash on hand to now enter the crypto market. This is maybe the beginning of a series of these. The initial reaction for the shares was negative, no doubt about it. The initial reaction by investors following the stock was, oh no, they're going to dilute the company, the shares are going to go lower, it's going to be terrible, blah, blah, blah. Let me show you just what happened and where we're at kind of right now in the aftermarket. Let me just pop this up for you. Here we go, there we are. Initially, the stock did break down to the 25.90 level. Check this out. Here is today's chart. The latest trade a few moments ago was 26.39. If you're looking just where my finger is down here, right there, you can see all day long between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. was the trading day. We closed at 28.36, and now right in the aftermarket, you had this initial drop in the stock, and then a partial recovery, and now a slow pullback yet again. So the question is this bad news for existing shareholders? No, it's actually good news for existing shareholders because the company just added almost 1.5 billion in cash to its bank account for free, no interest payable until 2030. That's can you get a loan for that for your car? Can you get a mortgage like that? They're going to be able to buy crypto. It's kind of like, I think they're going to issue stock between, say, 25 and $30 a share. And this is stock that's coming out of Treasury, but they have until 2030 to do it. They get to use the money in the meantime for nothing. They get to build the value of the company. If they pick it up here at 85, 87,000, and a year from now, crypto's 125, 2 years from now, it's double the price. Again, just a scenario. And they buy 1.5 billion of it. And again, I don't know if they're going to do that. They're going to have 3 billion in crypto with zero interest payable. And they only have to offer stock at the $25 to $30 a share range. That's between 50 and 60 million shares, I think, they'll issue for this paper. That's it. So right now, there are 446 million shares out there. At 50 to 60 million with this offering, you're going to have 500 million shares out approximately. You're going to have cash of over 6 billion in the bank. That's $12 a share plus in cash value. They earn interest on most of it. They're going to be in crypto for some of it. And you've just attracted a monster number of investors who've never bought GameStop before into GameStop. This is sort of MicroStrategy Light is what they're referring to this company as, MicroStrategy Light. It's playing the same playbook that MicroStrategy played to an $80 billion market cap company or whatever it's at right now. Unbelievable. I'm excited about it. I'm happy. I'm happy that the company is growing its value. It's growing its cash on hand. It will be able to move right into this market for virtually nothing. You gotta love this deal. How else can anyone else do something like that? I'm just double checking right now. Here we go. No, not that one. Sorry, Bruce. I'm looking at a quote right now for MicroStrategy, Super MicroStrategy. I used to have that quote here, just like that, and now I'm an old man. I can't find it. Go figure, Bruce. Super Microcomputer is not the one I'm looking for. Where is it? There's MSTR, pardon me. MicroStrategy. Closing at $329 a share. The market cap is $85.7 billion. They're paying interest of 10% for the money they're raising to buy crypto. GameStop pays 0% to buy crypto. Like, holy crap. I like this deal. I like the strength of this. This posting right here, this is telling. This really could create a buzz going forward, and there could be many more like it coming up. Anyway, there's a quick little recap. A couple of comments. Folks are live. Hi, Ed. Deep Value. Roberto. Let's go, Bruce. What about SoFi? SoFi just made a deal with the Country Music Association, some kind of a sponsorship deal. Interesting. We're all here. Fun. Deep Value. We're not the Joneses. Welcome, everybody. And always a roller coaster with GameStop. BTizzle, 1.5 billion, about 10% of their market cap. No big deal. If these shares want to go to 40, 50 a share, that would put GameStop at a market cap higher than necessary to enter the S&P 500. Interesting. Let's see what happens. What else is going on here? Good afternoon, everybody from Hector. And I don't love the Bitcoin move, but if it'll pump the share price, let's go. Exactly. Could well happen. I wrote the $40 covered call for April. If it takes off these 2 days, I might as well take the money and sell the shares and buy poor man covered calls. There you go. What else is going on here? You must be at odds with this because you always talk Bitcoin down. I'm not a fan of Bitcoin as an entity. I'm not, I've never been, a fan of it. But I like seeing companies get richer, especially if I like the base business of the company. And for GameStop, this is a win. I mean, is the stock at an all-time high and they're now venturing into crypto? No, they're at lows. 20-something a share. There's a lot of upside here, and a lot of my viewers love making money on GameStop, but they don't own the shares. They write options, and this is the key to this channel. We're an option here, a family of option writers. All my viewers are option writers, and they're making money on the movement of the stock without owning the stock. Big difference to just shareholders only. Interesting stuff. Unbelievable. Lots of cash secured puts today. Free money. Ho, ho, ho. GameStop cover call writers are all smiling right now. And let's see what else is going on here. Good afternoon from Bobby. 33 on the list. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups tonight. Juan is here. B. Tizzle is here. How did you read the part about the convertibles not being available to U.S.-based investors? Yeah, I read that. I'm kind of guessing this is a bit of a disclaimer clause. I'm guessing that under 144A, you're okay. But on the other hand, it may be available to international investors as opposed to American investors. I need more detail. I need to read more on this. I'm waiting for the filing to show up on the SEC filing site, and I haven't seen it yet. So we're going to look at that. Only for institutional investors, of course, these convertible notes. It's not available to the public at all. And B. Tizzle says, I'm with you, Uncle Bruce. I'm not a fan of crypto. I trust Ryan Cohen and the team, especially at 0% interest. Yeah, only institutionals can buy these notes. Interesting stuff. What else? Juan says if they only have two analysts, they need to entice the big boys. Yeah, I don't know when Wall Street comes around on GameStop. With $6.2 billion in the bank, do you now get the attention of any Wall Street analysts? If Wall Street analysts are still under the contention that all retail stores must be shut down and they have to go away from the gaming business, then they'll never follow it. Well, then they'll never follow it. That's what Ryan Cohen is doing. Is brilliant, running this business by shutting down underperforming stores, going from 4,169 stores last year down to 3,200 stores this year. 900 stores shut down, and more to come. They have this year coming up in 2025. They have 1,688 store locations where the leases are expiring, and it's up to GameStop to decide whether to keep those stores or not, which ones to keep, which ones to let go. Next year, they have 771 more locations with leases expiring. So each year that goes by, GameStop gets to pare down the losing locations in losing malls, renew leases where they want to renew leases, or move stores, shut down 2 stores in 2 malls, and open 1 new store in a high-traffic strip mall location at 1/5 the rent. Smart move on GameStop as an overall corporate strategy. And, of course, let go people you don't need at head office anymore. If you're not running 5,500 stores, which is what they once had, 5,500 stores, you're down now to 3,203. You don't need as many lawyers, accountants, merchandise handlers. You don't need as many people in the warehouse. You don't need as many regional managers. Obviously, you're letting go all the staff from all these stores. So we're talking 15 staff members. Most of them are part-timers. You don't hire them anymore. You don't have these shops. So obviously, the cost to run the company drops as the size of it drops, but you're also offloading the stores that are not delivering a profit. And this is how you can regurgitate and turn over your store locations. This is just really smart retail business, and this is going to continue. And now they're moving into this crypto area. What's going to happen there? I wish I could tell you. It's going to be interesting. The stock right now, $26.35, down $2 in the aftermarket. Will the shares go higher because of this? They could well go much higher because of this. If crypto begins to run, Bitcoin begins a bit of a run, watch this stock take off because the dilution factor is a nothing burger. They are literally using stock to get Bitcoin. That's what this is, via a senior note offering at 0 interest. It doesn't get much better than this. The only thing I don't see that I would love to have read in this press release is I would love to have read that the company was issuing doing this thing on a capped call financing, but it isn't. From everything I can read, it is not a capped call financing. I'm looking for more details on this offering. We should have this in the next 24, 48 hours, and we'll see what happens. On the other hand, if they were to have done a capped call financing, I personally believe they could have raised $5 billion. And maybe, just maybe, this is the first financing, $1.5 billion on top of their 4.7 billion, getting them to 6.2. And then they come out in the next month with a cap call financing, somewhere between $3 and $5 billion, with the capped call financing kicking in around $30 to $60. So if the shares break $60 a share, all the stock gets converted into the deal, but the stock has to be free trading stock that they can call on a call option. SoFi has already done it. Others are doing it. We'll see. Nothing yet in the wind, but maybe $1.5 billion is such a small little offering for GameStop. After all, if you're being offered from investors $1.5 billion for free, no interest, why wouldn't you take it? I mean, can you imagine AMC being offered a deal like this? How would you like to have $1.5 billion for nothing? Why don't you pay off some of your bankers? They're not getting that offer. No one's going to offer AMC a dime under those kinds of conditions. And of course, MicroStrategy, they're paying 10+% interest on their offerings to get their dough. So there's a huge difference. This is why I think the street is going to like this deal, and they're going to get into the GameStop shares. And the other reason a whole bunch of new shareholders are going to come into GameStop is because of the existing shareholders. The existing shareholders of GameStop own most of the free trading stock out there. These are held by loyal, long-term owners of stock, and you can't shake out 60,000 shareholders like that. You're not going to shake them out. You have to bribe them out with some real premium gains here. So I think that new investors coming into GameStop, there's not much downside here. Very little. There's actually a lot of upside here. So see what happens. Hey, thank you for this $2 donation. Things are looking good for GameStop. Thank you. I don't know who that is because I can't read that. Name there, but thank you. We'll see what happens here, folks. This could be something. Clockwise says he's been speaking to Saylor. Did Citadel close their GameStop shorts? This could get interesting. I have no idea. RB, Bitcoin going to 150,000 by the end of 2025. There's a thought. Is this a trigger in the Roaring Kitty emoji list? Is this going to trigger him? Because if Roaring Kitty starts talking, he starts posting emojis, watch out. We have moves to $40, $50 in a real hurry. I've seen this movie before. I've been around. I don't know about you guys. Let's see what's happening here. I'll tell you. Watch the cattle. Let's watch the cattle pile into GameStop as a cheaper way to own Bitcoin or cheaper than MSTR or ETFs. Yes, that's another thing to strongly consider. I think the premiums on the options are going to get much higher, which allows my viewers on this channel to score serious money, because on this channel, people write options on GameStop. They don't have to own the stock. You can write cash secured puts. You can do credit spreads. You can make money without owning the stock and limit your risk as well. Very, very interesting. Do you think they have the buyers lined up? I think it's a done deal. I think it's pre-sold. I think the only reason they've announced it is they've already got the check is waiting. So just do your filings with your lawyers, do all the SEC paperwork, and then just cash the check. It's a pre-bought, pre-negotiated, it's all over deal. I think that's how this is going. This would be something. RB, GameStop's going to be an option on Bitcoin. That's what this is. That's what people are thinking here. Very interesting. Flint Creek, holy cow, I had no idea. Ryan Cohen, the diluter, not worried. I would be happy if he issued 500 million more shares at $30 a share. Just go ahead. Because then the book value of the company is $20 a share. It'll trade at $80 a share. It won't matter. It doesn't matter. Sell all the stock you want. Is he issuing stock at $3 a share? No. Is AMC issuing stock at $2 a share? Yeah. So this is going to be great. Very interesting. Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Flint Creek is saying hello to Alberto and Beach Boy and Nola and everybody else. Alberto, thank you for this donation to the channel. Good to see some of the 3 original bagel heads, Uncle Bruce, on your show tonight. Thank you, Alberto. Good to have you around, buddy. This could be some interesting fun coming up here. Jesse, everybody give this guy a thumbs up and subscribe to his channel and set up your notifications for new videos for going live. Well, whenever we see news like this, I'll break in and let you know what I know, tell you what I think. I'll see how it plays out. I'll see what's happening. All right, I'm here too, says Computer Whiz. I am here. 26.50 right now is the current price of the stock. The shares in the last week now have bumped up from about $22, $23, the low 23 level, even lower. In the last month, we bottomed out at about 21.90, and now we're back to 26.5. And I think the stock could go much higher, much sooner, with a lot more participants. 3.5 million have traded already in the after hours. We're now 1 hour and 6 minutes since the close. So we've got some nice activity happening here in the first hour of the after hours trading. On the day today, the stock traded over 52 million shares. That is 8 times normal. 800% more stock changed hands today than normal. That should be setting off alarm bells in your heads. Like, this is good. This is very good. This is not bad. This is good. This kind of activity is what we're watching for here. A lot of people are coming into this stock that haven't been here in a while or never been here before, and they're looking at this company in a whole different light than ever before. Okay, let's see what's going on. You know, Bruce, you used to talk about how the company could issue warrants to crush the shorters. Is this still possible? I think it always is possible for any stock heavily shorted, but I don't see anyone doing it. I just don't get it. I also love these cap call financing transactions, these cap call deals. These are the ones I really like. I'd like to see SoFi do one for about $5 billion. I'd love to see GameStop do one for $5 billion. That would catch all shorters badly, really badly. So anyway, that's just me in my opinion. We'll see how it plays out. It wouldn't break 30 today. 29.90 was the peak. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind if it takes a few days. If it goes to 35 next week, goes to higher. But I'll tell you, if Roaring Kitty posts something provocative, something interesting, something to catch people's imagination, options activity goes crazy, this stock will go to 50 in a week. There is no nice easy run to 50. It's just going to get there. And Beach Boy, thank you, Beach Boy. 30 shekels. Now, Alberta, we're all copies. Deep fakes, no original here except Uncle Bruce. That's the only guy in the house, just Uncle Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for your donations and kind words. Become a subscriber, and also consider becoming a member of the channel. If you're a Gold Bagel member of my channel, join me in about an hour and 52 minutes, primetime live with Uncle Bruce, just for Gold Bagel members. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about writing the options, how you've been doing in your option trades. We'll talk SoFi. We'll talk whatever you want. And we'll see if we can figure out ways to make you richer as option writers. Giddy up, Keith, just truth. So how soon? You know, Bruce, can you just tell me, can you give me a warning? Would you mind giving me a text, Bruce, the minute before the stock takes off? I'll buy it, and I'll never forget your name. Thank you so much. The new MSTR JTV is thinking here. Interesting stuff. Splayer, I thought already. I bet Uncle Bruce goes on after the $2 drop suddenly. Computer Whiz, thank you for this donation. I'm just a little different. I'm just a little different of your imagination. I'm not actually here, but here's a $50 donation from a guy who's not here. Well, thank you. Thank you for not being here, and thank you for the not making the donation to the channel, along with these other guys who aren't here either. Thank you all for, being on the QT. I got to give you a thumbs up for that. Where's Beach Boy? I got to give him a thumbs up for that there. And then where's Alberto? There he is. I got to give Alberto a thumbs up for that donation too. Thank you, buddy. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much, all of you, for popping in. They say it's going to be a wild and wacky day tomorrow. Could be one crazy week coming up here. I have a suspicion, though, that GameStop is about to be discovered by hundreds of thousands of new potential shareholders who've never followed the stock before because of the Bitcoin and MSTR news. I just have a vibe that this stock, it could become quite active in a volume basis with a whole bunch of new players. A lot of option players, I think, are jumping into the GameStop contracts, which again allows my viewers who are predominantly option writers, fans of GameStop, but option writers, to take advantage of the increased premiums, phenomenal returns on short and medium dated contracts. And we're going to score some serious dough here, I think, going forward. I love the fact that the company is raising a ton of money, and this deal at 0% interest just is the icing on the cake. They announced last night their financials, surprise earnings, $130 million in earnings, 29 cents a share, 4.7 billion cash on hand. All good news last night, and then today we're raising 1.5 billion with the option, additional cash at 0% interest. That is the stamp of approval. That's your good housekeeping seal of approval right there, without any help from anyone in Wall Street. Remember that. Nothing is happening from Wall Street. No one's covering it. No one's backing these guys. No one is talking about their stock. There's only 2 analysts that cover it. These guys are not a factor in Wall Street. This is all happening outside of Wall Street. So this actually is good. This isn't negative. This is good. It doesn't take all of Wall Street's power to bring $1.5 billion into the company. They just raised it like that. Unbelievable. For a company that's supposedly going out of business because it's a brick and mortar seller of games. No, that's not true. Amazing. Mr. Premium is here. Thank you, Mr. Premium, for coming in here. Alberto, Bruce Beachy isn't here as well. Here's another donation because, Beach Boy really isn't here. So thank you, Alberto, for the $50 donation. That's another thumbs up from me over here for darn sure. Thanks, pal. You are, of course, one of the best. Thank you, all of you, for your support. Octagon, I'm just showing some presence here. Rodent learned to write, but I don't know how to grow. RB and all Bitcoin fanatic, they're all going to jump on the GameStop bandwagon. That's right. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be nuts. And Joe, fun to see Uncle Bruce breaking in randomly. I've missed this. Alberto, Poto is here. What the hey? The entire gang is here except Larry. Whatever happened to Larry? Something just tore that guy apart. Beach Boy, not to be outdone. 150 shekels from Beach Boy. I never was Alberto. Just a filament of your imagination. You guys are you're a lot of fun. I'll tell you that right now. You guys are a lot of fun. Thank you, Beach Boy. I've got a thumbs up there too for you. Appreciate it. I don't want to go off the air. This is just too much fun. This is all good. It's like the old days. Appreciate you. Get ready, kids, for a wave of new buyers into GameStop stock. Speculators on Bitcoin, MSTR followers, and others are coming in here. And with only 408 million free trading shares, of which most are held by retail investors, that there isn't a ton of stock available every penny all the time. This thing is about to gap out. And this evening's quote at 26.32 is a nothing burger. If the deal to raise 1.5 billion of fresh cash is done at $25 a share, just to pick a number, then that would be 60 million shares from the Treasury. It's all in it, 60 million. It's a nothing burger. If it's done at $30 a share, then it's 50 million shares. So it's 50 to 60 million shares from Treasury at the company's choosing. And it could go all the way to 2030. And there's the key to remember. This is 2025. The company has 5 years with which to pull the pin on this conversion into stock. The shares start trading at 80, 90 bucks a share in a month or two from now, based on Bitcoin going nuts and this company raising even more capital. That 50, 60 million share conversion is a nothing burger. No one will register. It won't even register. So keep that in mind. There are 28 million shorted, but that is a small number of stock. compared to the fact that when we started covering GameStop here in aggressively in January 2021, at that time there were 74 million shares in existence and 75 million shares shorted. That's how crazy it was back in January 2021. Obviously, the stock is split 4-for-1, so we went from 75 million to 300 million, and now we've had 140 more million issued for money, cash. And they're sitting on this now, 4.7 billion, about to become 6.2 billion dollars in cash. Yeah, giddy up, everybody! Fun times just around the corner. What else going on here? Batmud, thank you for this €5 donation. I'm not here either, because why would a text-based high fantasy game be here? Anyway, here's to that. Thank you, man. Appreciate the €5. All donations gratefully and gleefully accepted. Auntie Jen is just over here listening to me speak. There she is, and she's counting it up. She's going, oh, we could go to Costco tomorrow. We could pick up some stuff. We could go to Whole Foods and get Bruce 6 more bagels. Yeah, we could. Oh, she's thinking El Paseo now. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. But she's thinking, you know what she's thinking? Like, what can I say? One, that's right. Where is Larry Flint? I may never sell my shares. Jimmy at GameStop down over $2 after hours. Not a lurker saying, Flint, you're here. Alberta Larry is locked up. Keith roaring. Bitcoin Kitty, new name. There you go. What else is going on? Covered calls will save us unless we do the poor man covered calls. Welcome all. Whatever happened to Larry? People want to know. Thank you all for joining in. Poor Tony, he never made it back either. He got locked up and he got locked out. He could never get back in. I don't know what's going on. Dizzy is here. Dizzy, $2 donation. How screwed are my April 11 GameStop 25 and 26 calls? They're not. If you're an option writer, you're going to do a rollover. What are you worried about? You're going to be just fine. You can roll into June, July, January 26, go to 30s, you'll probably get more money. So take that, take more cash and roll up and strike. Double win. Tariffs threaten to cut U.S. auto sales by 700,000 in 2025 amid recession uncertainty. Yes, our friends in Washington keep the fun times coming, don't they? GameStop price at the end of the week, 32. What do you think, Bruce? I don't know. I'm going to have to do a poll question tomorrow asking you again, what do you think this is going to do? Unbelievable what's been going on. It is quite a bit of it's entertaining, shouldn't we say? It's rather entertaining around here following the markets lately. Give a couple thumbs ups here to our donators. Thank you, Batmud, and also thank you to Dizzy. All donations gleefully accepted. $2 donations. That's a hot dog at Costco. That right there is a hot dog at Costco. So yeah, we're good. Thank you all. Amazing stuff, kids. Thanks again for popping in and hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you for these donations tonight. The GameStop news is out right after the bell. 5 minutes after the close, boom, they nailed a press release. You know this is premeditated. They've been sitting on this for a week. They've been sitting on this news for a long time, and now they're able to let this info out. This should be most entertaining here, how this works out. Alberto, not to be outdone and outdone and outdone. Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I'd never amount to nothing. Yeah, Uncle Bruce, your teachings have set me free, forever grateful. Thank you, pal. I read that comment. I give him a thumbs up, and I'm the third thumbs up. I can't even be the first thumbs up on these donations. I can't get there fast enough. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you, Beach Boy. Thank you, Dizzy. Thank you to Batmud. Thank you, of course. Obviously, there's Beach Boy, and also Computer Whiz. Thank you, guys. And earlier today, Dude was doing his thing. Thank you to my friend from somewhere. I don't know where my friend came from. The first donation, the $2 donation. I don't know the name. I think that's Chinese lettering. I don't even know. I have no idea what that is. So again, thank you for that. Trying to stay on top of this. Right now, our friend here, let me get this comment up. Joe Oliva saying, is anyone else playing Yoko in their mind right now? And does this bring you back? Alberta, I'd love to hear Uncle Bruce read some Biggie Smalls. Charlie, hi everybody. Alberto, Joe, no Yoko, please. No Yoko. Thank you all. Joe, Oliva, oh, me neither. I was just wondering if you all were. And BZ, what's up, fam? And Uncle B, what is up? Things are happening tonight. Never a dull moment here. I will see probably most of you who are Gold Bagel members hanging out right now. I'm probably going to see most of you in about an hour and 39 minutes when I start the Primetime Live show just for Gold Bagel members. The rest of you, I will hopefully see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 when I start my regular live show 1 hour before the market opens and into the first hour of trading. Thank you again for finding me, joining me, tracking me down, following the GameStop news now 2 days in a row. Love to bring it to you. We'll stay on top of this thing and just see what's going on here. BZ, I totaled my Tacoma this morning. I'm fine. Damn New Jersey drivers, right? Not a lurker anymore. What's going on? Bobby, 25% tariff on cars made out of the USA coming on. There you go. You're going to have to shop for a new one. And all these guys need to become Gold Bagel members. I agree. Everyone should be a Gold Bagel member right now. Bobby Atkinson, the dawn is on now. Alberto, you only have 2 thumbs. And Roy, Beach Boy, what's your favorite Beach Boys album? Beach Boy. There you go. In-depth conversation is what we're going to hear now. Surfing USA. There you go. Oh, no. Charlie, we're going to have to talk about this GameStop move on primetime tonight. We're going to talk about this a little bit more. RB says one Bitcoin is now $87,101. Not a lurker anymore. Sorry about your truck there, Charlie. I missed the show. Beach Boy, here's another 30 shekels in case you think I'm going to get outbid by anybody. Alberta, did you have the same teachers I did? The boy has potential. If only he'd make more efforts into his studies. Yes, I had those teachers. If Bruce would spend as much time on his studies as he does talking to his classmates, yeah, I remember those. Also, Bruce needs to learn to apply himself. Yes, Bruce needs to apply himself. Yes, or maybe Bruce needs a teacher that doesn't put him to sleep. Oh no, Michael. Beach Boys Christmas album is the best, says Michael. BZ, oh nice, with all the excitement. I forgot about prime time. That's right, you're coming on. Is this bullish? Is it? It's all bullish. It's all bullish. 26.42 on GameStop, down 194 tonight. I'm hardly worried about it. I think as the evening progresses and the morning shows, more and more viewers and more people who follow MicroStrategy and other Bitcoin type stocks are going to warm up to GameStop this next week. I think GameStop's going to attract a whole new wave of gamblers into that stock because of Bitcoin. This is MicroStrategy Lite, is what some are referring to it as over on Wall Street Bets at the moment. Interesting. Anyway, there it is. Thank you all for being here. Beach Boy, Michael Prizzi, ho, ho, ho. All-Stars, all of today's gains wiped out after hours. Thoughts on this? It's just an after-hour trade. Means nothing. Bobby, I brought a book to read in class for those teachers. There you go. There you go. Oh, my. I don't miss grade 3. I don't miss grade 2 at all. I loved grade 4, hated grade 5, tolerated grade 6. Kind of like grade 7 and 8. Slumped through high school, just made it. What can I say? So many people who've gone on to do other things in their lives reflect back on their school careers, and they were disastrous. And then yet there were some folks I remember who were excelling in school. They could do no wrong, and they were losers when they got out because they weren't being encouraged anymore. It's now time to work for a living. And they didn't have actually a work ethic. They had a study ethic, they didn't have a work ethic. And these folks just kind of got crushed out there in the real world because all those other dropouts were already working and working hard to make a living. And then there were us who had potential but just didn't know what the hell to do with it, and neither did our guidance counselors. Did your guidance counselor give you a career path when you were in school? I didn't get one. I was useless. Anyway, fun times. Thank you, everybody. BZ 2015, $130 was going to be paid off in August. I don't know what this means, BZ. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, everybody. My best degree in history. Try to use it now. My YouTube channel, slowly and steadily. There you go. I think a lot of folks here are taking classes from my website to learn how to write stock options, and that is their college course that is making them the money. And there you go. Welcome all, and well done, everybody. All right, that's it. All right, I'm going to say bye for now. I will be back on the air in about an hour and 34 minutes for Gold Bagel members, Primetime Live. If you'd like to be part of that show, hit the join button. There's probably a join button somewhere down here below all this stuff. And YouTube will ask you, would you like to be a Chillin' member for $10 a month? Or would you like to be a Gold Bagel member right there for $25 a month? You click that one and you are in tonight's show, and every Wednesday night Primetime Live, and every morning at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time, 1/2 hour before I go live on my regular show every day. And then you'll hang out with these kids and you'll learn how these kids really make some dough writing options, even on GameStop, SoFi, Rocket Lab, and others. Thank you all for being with me today. Thank you for these donations, you guys. You're unbelievable. You're just amazing. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Have a wonderful rest of your day today out there. Thank you for joining me tonight, wherever you are around the world. And let's keep an eye on GameStop together. I'll be watching it. You'll watch it, and we'll keep each other posted. Join me tomorrow morning, 8 and 8:30 in the morning tomorrow live, and we'll update you on the latest GameStop developments and see where the stock wants to go in the pre-market and when we open for trading tomorrow morning. Thank you all. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Neat, like Richard Carlin does. You never forget about the Knights of Neat on this channel. Other channels, don't even mention them. I don't know how they survive. I don't know how their viewers make money if they don't honor the Knights of Neat. I don't know how you're going to make it. It's what it is. Thank you all so much. Splair knows. Neat. There you go. Alberto, if you need a new truck, I have an F-250 low mileage Lariat fully loaded. I might let this go. Make me an offer I can't refuse, says Alberto. There you go. One. Neat. Don't forget the knee emojis, he says. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see some of you, probably most of you, for the Gold Bagel Show in an hour and 30 minutes or so from now. All the best. See you later. Bye for now.